I'm a chef, damn it. We're back again, and this time I'm doing one of my favorites, and I can eat this whole bad boy by myself. It is a bone-in ribeye. It is absolutely a mammoth. It's just a huge chunk of meat, and it's about 2.5 inches or so, and I'll usually just eat this by myself. So today we're gonna make it a little bit differently. We're gonna do a coffee crusted steak. And I like just doing things different because I can, and different is always better, right? I'm gonna give you a hint. I took this out of the package. The sell by date was the 10th, and which is today, right? It had a little smell to it. You gotta listen to this. I rinsed it off and it goes away. Any type of meat products you have, just because you open it up, is not sitting in a bunch of blood. That's like preservative. A lot of people don't know that. They think, oh, it's been sitting in that blood and the blood's tainted or whatever. Just rinse it off. Doesn't matter, rinse it off. Salmon, rinse it off, get rid of the slime, put a little lemon on it, just rub it down really quick, and it smells brand spanking new like your butt. All right, this right here, for instance, same thing, but what we're gonna do for this is we got a nice good little fat cap on here. I'm gonna take this fat cap and I'm gonna cut it off a little bit. The reason why I'm gonna take this little fat cap off and cut it off a little bit is it's going to help with the cooking process, but I'm also gonna take this fat that's here and I'm gonna throw it inside there. So that's gonna give me some extra flavor. Nothing like rendering some flat and just having all that little nice, juicy, that looking at umami, salty inside your pan. So when we do put this on here, we'll make this easy. I am going to put a little oil on here. A couple things we're gonna do. I have some brown sugar. Usually go light brown sugar, but this right here is dark brown sugar because it's all I had. So we're gonna make it work. So I'm gonna use a little bit less instead of light and dark. I am gonna put in, let's say 2 tablespoons of that, maybe 2.5. This right here, it is fresh ground coffee. I like coffee. This is espresso. This is actually my good coffee, so can't go wrong with this one right here. I am going to take and do 1, 2, 2.5. That's 2.5 for that one. My black pepper, I'm going to go about a teaspoon or so, and I'll dump that in. Matter of fact, let's go with a whole tablespoon. Equal parts, it's a big steak. I have a little chili powder, only a teaspoon of that. I have some garlic, granulated. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of that. I have some of this paprika. I usually do it like a smoked paprika and give that little flavor profile, but we have the coffee, so we're gonna do it with that one. A little bit over a teaspoon of that. And of course, I have my sea salt. Now, you can go a little bit more than sea salt because remember, this is a big piece of steak and you want it to go and penetrate that outside, go inside. I'm gonna mix that all together. That makes me want to drink it or eat it at the same time. You smell that coffee. That's some good coffee. Take that little oil and put it on top, and I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna rub it in. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Just put it in. Pat it in hard. Let's put that over a little bit more. Now, preheating my oven to about 400, or I think it's maybe like 425 actually. I want that heat to go in it really quick and really hard. Now we're gonna put this bad boy on. Got it all black. If I wanted to, I can go ahead and put this down and do a little roll. That rendered fat is gonna just melt right inside of that steak. Now we're gonna take this bad boy right here and we're gonna put it down. So I am making a sauce for this. This is gonna be a demi, right? We're using natural juices and natural everything. You don't have to put a bunch of sodium into this part of it. All we have is just a crusting for it. And we're gonna make it really nice and just scissor and see that coming down. See that boiling, right? And it's just thickening. That's its own juices from all that fat and the water and the onions. So now we're gonna put it into the oven at 425. We're gonna blast it with that heat. 20 minutes. Way more than what we need. I'll control it, cut it off, and we'll kind of go along with the rest of the way. So these are gonna be just some add-ons with some asparagus for the steak, just for presentation wise. So we'll just get these, do a quick sear on them, a little salt and pepper, a little garlic, and call it a wrap. You can cut them however you want. This right here just brings a different demographics to it. You'll see the with plating. So whatever you want to plate, a lot of people can just cut them in round circles. I don't like that because they cook really fast and evenly. I cut the a little bit thicker somewhat so I can have them a little bit more al dente. Al dente means that I get a little bit more crunch for them. I hate a soggy vegetable. So I like different ways to cook my vegetables. I can braise them, I can broil them, I can saute them, I can flash fry them. There's so many different things you can do, from tempura to just, it depends on all your flavor profile. Also depends on if you're making what kind of dish, whether it be American, whether it be Asian. Add some umami to it, some soy, add some sugar, add some salt, a little pepper, kosher, or you can just make it as healthy as you like. I can even make these into terrines. Terrines mean that they're just covered with vegetables. You can have a protein that's inside of it. So the vegetables are actually really incredible. I am expert at cooking vegan food. I love vegan food, long as it's wrapped in a big hunk of meat. So I'm joking, vegans, not really, but I'm a carnivore by nature. I mean, I gotta feed these 24s. It takes a lot for these 10,000 calories a day. We'll finish up on our last 5 minutes of this steak. You can see that sauce is kind of watered down. It's kind of thickening up very much. Now what I'm gonna do for the last 5 minutes, I'm gonna pull a bit more water inside of here because that sauce, like I said, with the natural juices has thickened up. You can take a thermometer for these. I usually don't use a thermometer, right? I use the old trick where you can just do the thumb, whereas, rare, medium well, and then well done, of course, like depending on how your finger is. But it doesn't matter which one I do, mine is always well done because I'm just that hard. Now we're gonna dress our plate. And we'll start here. Go right here. Remember, this is your plate. You do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. Don't let anybody tell you anything. So we took this out. Nice, firm. Go over. I'm gonna sit this out off of this board. And let this cool down. Now I usually let this cool down for a good 10 to 15 minutes. This is our sauce that we'll have on top of it. I'll turn this up just a little bit. Get this a little bit thicker. Won't take long at all. Now normally, this right here is a umami effect, right? This little fat that I put on here that I rendered. Now I could put this in to some oil, I'll fry, give it a little bit crisp to it. It's gonna give the steak a whole different profile where you wish you just had this whole entire thing, just fried steak. If you ever had fried steak, stick around. We'll make it for you. All right, so finished product looks absolutely divine. Of course, you're gonna pay 150 bucks for that at a restaurant. And we made it really simple, really quick. It took probably about 30 minutes in its entirety. And that was me talking to you guys. It's a bone-in ribeye. And get these, I actually paid only, what, 30 bucks for this out of 60, just because I found it on discount, and we cooked it right away. We did some just very easy vegetables, squash and zucchini. We did some fresh heirloom tomatoes, and then we used the natural juices. We jammed some onions and made a sauce with that, and we rendered some fat, and then we of course topped it with the creme brulee was the gold, right? So we eat good every day, inexpensively, and we eat well. This is good for the family, for the kids, also good for presentation anytime you want to go out. And be sure to like, subscribe, notice, bring your friends, or you will be sorry.